Last year, I reviewed the Disney classic Freaky Friday from 1976 with a young Jodie Foster. Now let's talk about probably the more popular version, the 2003 version, with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2003 fantasy comedy flick Freaky Friday, released by Disney, directed by Mark Waters, who, of course, would later go on to direct another film starring the star of this movie, Miss Lindsay Lohan, which, of course, that would be Mean Girls the following year. She stars along with Jamie Lee Curtis as a mother and daughter, respectively, whose bodies are switched by a mysterious and magical Chinese fortune cookie. Now, of course, the film is based on Mary Rogers' book of the same name from 1972. Apparently, everybody really got to enjoy this, and everyone praised the performances from Curtis and Lohan, and it went on to make 160 million worldwide. This would be the third adaptation of this overall, because I've already reviewed the original 1976 film that starred a young Jodie Foster along with the late Barbara Harris. The second one was a made-for-TV film that aired on The Wonderful World of Disney, which was on ABC with Shelley Long and Gabby Hoffman, excuse me, everyone. But of course, this was the more popular one. Anyway, one of our main characters is Anna Coleman. That's Lindsay Lohan. She's an aspiring teenage musician who lives with her willed therapist mother, Tess, that's Jamie Lee Curtis, and younger brother, Harry. Yes. Now, Tess is about to marry her fiance, Ryan, whom Anna has not entirely accepted due to her own father's death 3 years earlier. Well, apparently, Anna's just been in so much, I don't know, because of what she wants to do and her mother will not accept. Yeah, and always mess around. Well, not mess around, but get on to her brother even. Yeah. So anyway, well, I will tell you this, that as of now, Anna's been in having issues with a former friend of hers being a feud with a girl named Stacy, and apparently Anna has a crush on school staff member Jake, of whom her mother disapproves, unfortunately. Well, anyway, and apparently Anna's English teacher, Mr. Bates, treats her unfairly, giving her an F on every assignment, regardless of how hard she tries as well. Anna also plays guitar in a band called Pink Slip, which is scheduled to audition for a gig at the House of Blues, the same night as the wedding rehearsal, so Tess forbids her from going. Yeah, which, believe me, she gets detention twice, yeah. Well, at dinner at a Chinese restaurant, the mother and daughter get into a heated argument. Well, and the mother of the founder of this, Pepe, well, interrupts the argument by giving them fortune cookies. They both read their fortunes out loud and immediately feel an intense earthquake that the rest of the restaurant is oblivious to. So things take a turn during the nighttime. The next morning, Anna and Tess wake up in each other's bodies. Anna, now in Tess's who is testing her daughter's body. Well, can't even believe it. Yeah, I can't even believe this. I mean, it's just so weird. So apparently, Tess is just look at herself now when it's like I'm old, and and it's just like I beg your pardon. It's like I'm like a crypt keeper, and oh boy. So Anna, who of course is now testing her daughter's body, has to go to school and begins to understand her daughter's woes. So she recognizes Mr. Bates as an old high school classmate who is picking on Anna because her mother once turned down his prom invitation years ago and tries to report him to the school board unless he ceases his unfair treatment. Boy, and two of our bandmates were really happy. Anyway, Tess, after giving her new body a makeover, has difficulty handling her patients and what have you. At lunchtime, they both return to the restaurant, but Pepe explains that only showing selfless love for each other will cause the switch to be reversed. Apparently, Tess attends Harry's parent teacher conference where she reads a composition about how much he actually admires her and decides to be nicer to him. Anna attempts to make amends with Stacy. Unfortunately, she frames her for cheating on a test and Anna gets sent to detention again. When Jake notices her sneaking out of detention, he offers to help her finish the test. And Jake takes her to the file room in the teacher's lounge and she realizes that she misjudged him. But he loses his enamoration towards Anna after he sabotages Stacy's test by erasing most of the answers and writing "I'm stupid" on it. And Ryan surprises Tess with a talk show interview to discuss her latest psychology book. To disguise the fact that she hasn't read the book, Tess goes into an amusing tirade about getting older. Anna and Jake watch the interview on television, and while she is embarrassed, he is impressed. Tess bumps into Jake at his second job, a coffee shop, and they bond over their favorite music. Wow, incredible. Now to the ending. You got 5 seconds to sub this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie, please go on with the review after the 5 seconds is over with. Okay? Thank you for your understanding. Like always, here we go. Okay, you've been warned. At the rehearsal dinner, Anna's bandmates try to convince, Anna, to sneak off to the audition, but they are caught by security. Ryan surprisingly gives Anna permission to go, explaining that he just wants the kids to accept him and urges Tess to go support the band, finally winning her over. Since Anna, cannot play, Tess plays the guitar backstage while Anna only pretends to play. Oh boy, yeah, I gotta love that part. That was probably one of the most funniest parts ever. As Pink Slip is rocking down the House of Blues. Anyway, realizing the fun of her daughter's music, Anna promises to treat her daughter's band with more respect. And during the show, Jake becomes enamored with Anna again upon seeing her perform. Back at the rehearsal dinner, Anna tells Tess to ask Ryan to postpone the wedding so that her daughter will not have to marry him in her mother's body. Instead, Tess proposes a toast, finally accepting Ryan because of how happy he makes her mom. This act of selfless love switches back Anna and Tess's bodies. In the end, Tess and Ryan later marry, and she and Anna finally make up. And Anna and Jake start dating with Tess's approval. At the wedding, Pepe notices her myrrh offering Anna's grandfather, Alan, and Harry 2 fortune cookies after seeing them argue. She immediately rushes and tackles them both and sighs in relief to have the cookies in her hands. And in the credits, Anna is playing with her band at Ryan and Tess's wedding. End of story. So, what are my thoughts on Freaky Friday 2003? I have to say I loved it. I mean, this was the first one I watched since I never saw the original, or I couldn't seem to recall the 95 version, but I watched it numerous times when it premiered on the Stars Network in 2004, the following year, which of course was the same year Lohan did another film for Mark Waters, and that of course was Mean Girls, which of course I've already reviewed that one. But anyway, later on, after watching it a few times on Stars' parent channel Encore actually aired a Freaky Friday marathon containing this along with the original 76 version and the made for TV 95 film, which I watched all three of them back to back. And let me tell you, it was fun. That's what got me into liking the 76 version a whole lot. But I like this version just as much. I like both the 76 and the 2003 versions for different reasons. But hey, they're just so much fun. You be the judge, okay? The 95 version, well, I've rarely seen it. Well, I've seen it maybe once or twice, but that's been a long time ago. And that version's not even on Disney Plus. But anyway, 15 years, I think it was 15 or 14 years later, Disney would do it again. But only this time on Disney Channel with a version of Freaky Friday the musical, which I didn't know about. And then when I found out about it, I gave that film a try and I liked it. But I'll review the Freaky Friday musical flick down the road, okay? I thought the story was pretty good and what have you. Now, I do like the performances from Jamie Lee Curtis as Tess and Lindsay Lohan as Anna. Now, the rest of the cast includes Harold Gould, who is no stranger to Disney movies. He's done a few. He played Grandpa Allen. Playing Jake is One Tree Hill star Chad Michael Murray. Playing Ryan is NCIS star Mark Harmon. Playing Mr. Bates is Stephen Tobolowsky. Well, I've seen him in a few movies like Mr. Magoo and Black Dog. I'm probably going to review those next month, maybe. Just stay tuned and find out. And Ryan Malgarini plays Harry. We had lots of other good performances and what have you. Yep, really good. Pretty darn good. But anyway, again, story was good. The characters were good. The music was good. Of course, Lohan doing Ultimate in the credits. I'm just gonna say Freaky Friday 2003 was a blast. It was just absolutely hysterical. I rewatched this a few months ago on Disney Plus, and it still got it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Yeah, Rolf Kent's score for this was pretty good too. So, would I recommend Freaky Friday 2003? Yes, most definitely. You gotta check it out if you haven't. So, this is a film I would highly recommend. So, what are your thoughts on Freaky Friday 2003? Tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you the first of two anniversary reviews of two underrated, rarely remembered holiday specials. First one I'll tackle will be The First Christmas, the story of the first Christmas snow from 1975. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out some of these other movies. If you like more Lindsay Lohan, no problem. Go to the upper left hand corner for my review of The Parent Trap from 1998, the film that actually introduced us to Lohan. Or go to the upper right hand corner for my review of Mean Girls. Or if you want something more freaky, go to the bottom left hand corner for my review of the original Freaky Friday from 1976. And the bottom right hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. And don't forget, you got less than 2 weeks to give me questions for my Q&A. You can give them to me on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm sure you know my name or whatever. If I don't get in, don't worry, I'll get in touch with you on Messenger. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.